Good morning. This is Peggy Henson. I'm the 11th District Council member. I have with me Christy Stambaugh, who is the Director of Aging and Disability Services for Lexington Fayette Irving County Government, and has been for 15 years, correct?
I've been with the government 15 years.
So we want to take this time to introduce a program that recently started in the neighborhood, actually in January of this year. And Christy will get into that more, but Matthew Cole, who is the pastor of the Calvary Church of the Nazarene here in Valley Heights neighborhood and is an excellent community partner, has recently taken on a project to transport seniors living at Christian Towers to the grocery. And originally the seniors did have transportation, but there were some funding cuts. And on one of my visits there I always go and visit and listen to their concerns, they were telling me that the grocery bus had stopped. So through that, just giving it some thought of how I could address that issue, I turned to Matthew Cole, who is the pastor of Calvary Church, and knowing that he does embrace this community and he'll do anything he possibly can. So that was my reason for reaching out to him. And Christy, I guess you're going to tell us more about and what our hopes would be for the entire community.
That's correct. And Matthew's going to join me in just a minute.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm Christy Stambaugh, the Director for Aging and Disability Services, and as Peggy mentioned, I'm here today with Matthew Cole, and he is the pastor here at the Lexington Calvary of the Nazarene Church, and he and his associate pastor, help me again with his name.
Chad Cook, embrace this project that Peggy brought to them. And Peggy contacted my office and I said, I know it's just killing our community that the funding was lost that provided our grocery transportation to many of our subsidized housing for seniors in our community. So Peggy, being the council member that she is, she reached out within her community and she found Matthew. And Matthew, what happened when Peggy called you?
Peggy approached us with the opportunity to reach out to Christian Towers, which is just a few minutes drive from here at the church, and told us that there was an issue where they needed some help getting some of the seniors who did not have transportation to a local grocery store on a regular basis, and was for us just a great opportunity to connect with some individuals who had a need, and we had an ability to meet that need.
And the way that I understand it is once a month you take your bus that's right behind us over to Christian Towers, and the staff at the towers are the ones who organize the seniors, kind of let them know when you're coming, when they need to be downstairs, that they get on the bus, you take them to the Kroger just around the block on Alexandria, and that you're there for about an hour and a half, and you wait in the van, or you wait with the van in the parking lot. And you have two of your kids with us, and it's kind of cool that the seniors not only get to meet you and your church family, but also your family.
Yes.
And they come out and you assist them getting their groceries on the van, and then you socialize.
Yes. Back when the first contact was made, we met with Miss Anita at Christian Towers, and she got us set up as far as making sure that everything was set up and ready to go for the first time. She does everything on site, gets everything ready as far as a list, who's going, lets them know the date, lets them know the time that we're going. They have a setup list there. Everyone signs up, so we know exactly how many people are on the bus. We don't want to leave anybody behind, get back and say, oh, we left so-and-so back at the grocery store. We get that list whenever everybody loads up. We get there. My daughters are able to go with me sometimes. They say a good morning and greeting. They get to hang out and chat for a little bit. We then drive over to Kroger. We'll drop off there at the door, and then my daughters and I will hang out there in the bus in the parking lot. As individuals are coming out of the bus, we swing back around by the front door, pick them up, they get back on the bus. We usually have a crate system on the bus in the back. We've got some storage area. That way they can put their groceries, keep them separated. Then once we get back over to Christian Towers, we help them offload and get them back inside. We can actually pull right up to the awning if the weather's bad. So it's really a great setup for us and for them, because for them, they're able to go pick up the groceries. For us, we're able to fellowship and just get to hang out with some folk that we might not have been able to meet otherwise.
So one of our ideas, and you embraced this so quickly, was there a concern that you had? Because we hope that other churches or people in our community might be able to step forward. There are about 5 other senior subsidized apartment complexes in our community, and they all lost this grocery bus that was available to them. So being a church and being a business and being into working with the people in the community, did you have any concerns?
This was actually a ministry dream. I mean, everything is set up and ready to go. It's an opportunity where there is need that churches can meet. As far as time investment, it's not a huge time investment. And the great thing of it is we get to meet folk. I get the opportunity to hear needs that are going on not only within the community of Christian Towers, but I get to talk with these individuals personally. If they need to, they can share with me a prayer request. If they need to, they can say, hey, come pick me up. I'd like to come and be a part of what's going on at your church on Sunday or on Wednesday nights, or some other ministry outreaches that that are going on there. And it's just, for us, it's a win-win all the way around. We get to connect. They get an opportunity to have this particular need met. So for us, there was absolutely no negative side to this whatsoever.
Wonderful. And that was so great to hear. So Peggy and I said, you know what, we'll let them test it for a while and we'll talk to them again. And now we are ready to kind of launch a program such as this throughout the community. So if your church, your neighborhood, your association, your business wants to be involved in something like this, you can either contact Peggy's office with the 11 District Council person, or you could contact my office directly, 258-3806. And I thank you so much, and for all of the work you do on behalf of our seniors.
Glad to do it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for watching 11th District Council Comments.